I've played Black Ops 6 Zombies, Terminus gameplay.
Hey, what is up, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video today here on CodeNamePizza. And now I can happily admit that
this is the map? Hold on.
Hey, what is up, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video today here on CodeNamePizza. And now I can happily admit that I have played Black Ops 6 Zombies. That's right, I have been to Treyarch, I have played Terminus, I have had a...
One thing I do not want to see with... well, I guess it kind of started in World War II Zombies. Vanguard was really bad. Cold War was really bad. Like, though they were all really bad because all the maps just felt the fucking same. You were just running around a facility or a building, or you were underground. You didn't know where the fuck you were. There was like two parts that were outside, and there was a truck here and a fucking building here and a perk machine there. Like, it was all the same. It was all boring. Nobody wants to see that again. We actually want like unique maps like Kino and Origins and stuff like that. Like, I know it's hard to always create new things, but we don't want facility number 7 underground and then we have to fucking run around a fucking facility and get lost. At least I don't want that. It's that map design, I hate it. It's so annoying.
Massive brief of Treyarch themselves talking about the entire Black Ops 6 Zombies experience, and now in this video I can tell you guys absolutely everything that I know, what you need to know about Black Ops 6 Zombies, about Terminus, including Gobblegums, main quest Easter eggs, side quest Easter eggs, every quality of life thing they've applied to this game. Genuinely, this is going to be nuts, and I hope you stick around for the entire video.
Why do you just reload the 74U like that?
To know about Black Ops 6 Zombies, about Terminus, including Gobblegums, main quest Easter eggs, side quest Easter eggs, every quality of life thing they've applied to this game.
That's normal.
Genuinely.
What?
This is going to be nuts, and I hope you stick around
weird.
for the entire video. Please support this channel and support the video by smashing the like button right now. My goodness.
Don't worry, Codename, I got you.
Black Ops 6 Zombies,
I love your shit.
And also subscribe if you are brand new. I have so many things that are coming out over the next few months, so make sure you are subscribed to this
no
channel.
doubt.
The road to 1 million is going to maybe happen.
Speaking of things coming out, I got Black Myth Wukong coming out as soon as it launches. I got it pre-ordered right now. So Black Myth Wukong, it's the 12th, so it comes out the 19th. It's 7 days. In a week's time, I'll be playing Black Myth Wukong. I'll put it here. I'll probably live stream it. So if you want to do that, check it out for sure. Or if you want to watch, check it out.
Let's do this thing. So, first things first, there are 2 maps on the release of Black Ops 6 Zombies. One called Terminus and one called...
I'm confused at this part. Like, I think this is just like a cutscene that plays, like, while you're opening the store.
The road to 1 million is gonna maybe happen. I don't know. But
I think this just happens all the time, like every time you play the map, which is really cool. If this plays every time you open the map, or like open that door on this map, that's gonna be so cool. They need to do a lot more stuff like that in Zombies.
On the release of Black Ops 6 Zombies, one called Terminus and one called Liberty Falls. Liberty Falls is set in West Virginia, and basically Treyarch is setting the store.
Is it West Virginia? West Virginia. Something. Yeah, I think that's it.
All of the conflicts in the game on Liberty Falls. It's also a map that's happening at the exact same time as Terminus, the gameplay that you're watching right now. So it means that the crew that we play as in Terminus, Carver, Gray, Weaver, and also Maya, will not be the playable characters inside of Liberty Falls.
Weaver's so cool. I love how they use Weaver. Like, Weaver's back in the kind of the story now. Weaver's such a cool character. The Black Ops 1 mission where you have to like follow him around and you have to like rescue him and shit, it's such a good mission.
Liberty Falls has a full main quest Easter egg as well, and that's pretty much all we know about this map for now. So let's concentrate on Terminus. So for Terminus, this is the biggest Zombies map that we have ever had inside of Zombies in terms of playable space.
Wow. That's really cool. I think the second biggest one... Like, what's the biggest one currently? I think it's either Origins or maybe one of the new ones. I haven't played them enough, but right now I'm either thinking it's Origins or the Rise and Rock.
There's a ridiculous amount of space to play on this map with all types of terrain. As well as this, we also have the most Easter eggs, side quests, and secrets that we've ever seen in any Zombies map.
Yeah, I've heard that too. That's going to be crazy.
Treyarch say that there's a bunch of crazy things to see and to do in terms of side quests inside.
What's that machine? Why does it look like there's pizza on? Is that the CodeNamePizza machine? What is it? It's a rocket. I haven't.
Terminus. So as soon
I don't know
as
what
the
that
map
would be.
releases,
Maybe
we've
that's
got
a new
so
perk.
much content to play. The story of Black Ops 6 Zombies is of course based around 4 characters and how they grow as a team. They're all unified in the quest
Okay,
for
sure.
revenge against Edward Richtofen, and we'll also have 3 background characters that we hear from very often, who are of course Raptor 1, Strauss, and Peck. It's also noted that Terminus and Liberty Falls are both setting the groundwork for the entire storyline of Black
I wonder
Ops
what
6
the
Zombies.
arrows, these like purple arrows are pointing to. I wonder if that's pointing to power or if it's pointing to Pack-a-Punch.
Very often, who are of course Raptor 1, Strauss, and Peck. It's also noted that Terminus and Liberty Falls are both setting the groundwork for the entire storyline of Black Ops 6 Zombies. Treyarch said that Black Ops 6 Zombies was fully inspired by Black Ops 3 Zombies and Black Ops Cold War mixed.
Like the best zombies. Black Ops 3 is the best zombies. If you don't agree, like you're just wrong. You're just flat out wrong. It's the best. Cold War, it's arguable. It's pretty good. It's refined. It's one of the best newer zombies that they've released. But Black Ops 3 is by far the best zombies they've released.
Together. They wanted to keep the unique interactions that we had with the main crew on Black Ops 3 Zombies whenever we were doing an Easter egg or whether they were just chatting to each other. They loved that feature, so that's why we have a dedicated...
Yeah, that's the best. That's how it should always be, and it should they should have funny quips. Like Weaver, like they need to have a personality. Like Richtofen had his like weird, crazy personality. Takio had his like ritualistic, like spiritual, warrior, I guess, type of personality. Nikolai was the fucking drunk, and Dempsey was the fucking tank, and just an American stereotype badass. Like we need more characters, not just like I don't know, players. Like we actually need characters in zombies. We don't want to just play as NPC number 5 with a soldier hat on. It's stupid.
Now on Black Ops 6 Zombies. They wanted to allow the player to actually grow attached to these characters and have feelings towards them inside of Black Ops 6.
Yeah,
Let's
exactly.
talk about Gobblegums, ladies and gentlemen. We now know that Mr. Peaks is the star of the Gobblegum machine, and he is an actual legend. So when I speak to Treyarch, we know that on launch we should have around 20 plus Gobblegums
Maybe it's power.
available. I can currently tell you 10 of them, but there's definitely more that are hidden away that we'll find out at a later date. We have Perkaholic, which of course gives you all perks on map. We have Cashback.
See, they're attacking it.
Max ammo.
I think it's like power,
which makes the next wall buy that you get,
or just an Easter egg or something.
Option,
I don't know.
Which allows all ammo to be used from reserves, and you don't need.
Or maybe it's for Pack-a-Punch. That's the Pack-a-Punch room, because I remember that elevator track kind of system from when Pack-a-Punch was being shown in a different video. Yeah, I think that might be for Pack-a-Punch. Not
all
power.
points that you earn will have a percentage distributed to nearby teammates. We have Anywhere But Here, which will teleport.
Is that
you
a
to
spider?
Location. We have Armor Up, which will apply
fuck,
full armor. We have an
Was that a spider?
They're hidden away that we'll find out at a later date. We have Perkaholic, which of course gives you all perks on map.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
have Cashback,
Oh,
which gives you
it's
full
those
max
things.
ammo. We have
Ew,
Wall Power,
dude.
which makes the next wall
Ew.
buy that you get Pack-a-Punched. We have Stock Option, which allows all ammo to be used from reserves and you don't need to reload. We have Profit Sharing, which means all points that you earn will have a percentage distributed to nearby teammates. We have Anywhere But Here, which will teleport you to a random location. We have Armor Up, which will apply full armor. We have an instant Wonder Weapon Gobblegum that will
I saw that.
the Wonder Weapon from the map. We have Temporal Gift that will allow all drops on the map to last twice as long, including drops on the ground and also when active in your invent. And we also have Respin Cycle, which means that you can respin the box. But Treyarch have buffed this for this game.
There's obviously going to be
If you're not
more
happy with
too.
The weapon you get from the mystery box, when you activate Respin Cycle, the next gun that you get will be of a higher rarity. Treyarch said that they liked Black Ops 3 in terms of Gobblegums. They said they enjoyed the healthy friction.
It's probably
of
for
being able to
Pack-a-Punch.
break the game, but also have the skill to know when you need to use and go and get that Gobblegum. They wanted to make sure they bring them back for Black Ops 6 Zombies, but they wanted to change them. They thought that there were some things that were complex, such as how they were implemented, where, for example,
the
if
Gobblegums?
you picked up an overpowered Gobblegum in Black Ops 3 Zombies and you just held on to it and you didn't activate it because you were saving it for the correct time, and maybe you might die later on and you never even got a chance to use it. They wanted to make sure they changed that inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies, which means that you can now store 3 Gobblegums to use on your person at any one time, and we'll dive into that a little bit deeper in a little bit. Before we jump into that though, let's
What
talk
happens
about
if you
the
die,
3
though?
Gobblegum types that are available. We have instant Gobblegum, we have timed Gobblegum, and we have conditional Gobblegums. Once again,
Unless he was invincible, That means there's a shield.
Remember that these can be stored, but when you choose to eat an instant gobblegum, the effect will instantly activate. When you choose to eat a timed-based gobblegum, it will activate for a specific amount of time. And when you choose to eat a conditional gobblegum, something specific needs to happen to either you or the map for that gum to activate, such as hitting the mystery box and then you choose to activate respin cycle. All gobblegums are earnable inside of the game. There's no more Dr. Monty's factory. There's no more liquid divinium. You're not earning something to then spend somewhere else. You are earning the gobblegum by flipping rounds. Every time you flip around in zombies, you have a chance of being given a gobblegum.
See, like, that's a good system, but I feel like it's A, gonna get abused really quick, and B, I feel like it's a lot more of a risk system, because with the liquid divinium you could get doubles, you could get respins, stuff like that, and with the round system it's literally just a chance. And for the people who might not get higher rounds, it might be really hard to get some of the gobblegums they actually want. Whereas if you're, you know, for the Black Ops 3 system, you would just spend a bunch of points. So it's a lot easier to just play the game, buy a wall weapon that's super cheap, like the Kuda in Black Ops 3, or like the MP40 or whatever, and then farm up a bunch of points for as long as you can. Once it starts getting crazy, you just run around the whole map, buy everything, and then spin the liquid divinium. But I don't know.
Or multiple gobblegums. Obviously, the higher the rarity, such as Perkaholic, the rarer you will get those, but it will be completely random on what you get when you round flip. You might not get any on a round flip. And when we're...
They should implement a system where if you're like plus around 60 or 70 or 80 or something, like if you're in high rounds, then it's more likely that you get higher gobblegums, and that's probably gonna be a system, but we'll see.
We're at Treyarch, we asked the question, is there
might be a
any
little,
kind of cap
little
on how many
cheap.
you can earn in the game? And they said no. So gobblegums are a single-use item. They're earned in-game, and they provide various gameplay advantages and effects. Gobblegums can be purchased
I don't know.
from the gobblegum machine.
I think it might be good. I think it could be
points,
bad.
You can only purchase one per round. The price does not go up. It's just 500 points one time around. The gobblegum machine will randomly dispense you a gobblegum that's from your dedicated gobblegum pack that you chose and applied 5 gobblegums to.
They'll probably change that.
When you buy a gobblegum and pick that gobblegum up from the machine, you do not instantly use it. It will go into your invent, and you can store up to 3 gobblegums in your invent and flick between them to use whenever you want, similar to the multiplayer score streaks. Gobblegums can also be stacked, so technically you can have multiple gobblegums active at any one time. And also, when you take this gobblegum out of the machine and place it onto your person, as long as you have not activated that gobblegum, it is not taken from your account. Let's say, for example, you have Perkaholic on your person that you got from the Mr. Peaks machine, but you didn't activate Perkaholic, that's fine. You'll still have it available for the next game. It's only when you eat
that's
it
good.
gets dispensed from your account itself. Another feature about
that's
gobblegums
good.
is that you can switch the pack
That's really good.
game. So for the earlier rounds, you might set up your gobblegum pack to have 5 point-based gobblegums.
Yo.
So you can get a load of points really early on, so you can open the map up, get Pack-a-Punch sorted, and then for the later rounds, maybe change your pack to a really OP gobblegum set that allows you to go higher into those rounds. Gobblegums are
if you can change, I wonder how they're gonna balance that. Because if you can change your packs mid-round, that's gonna be broken. You just have like, for example, with Black Ops 3, you have like raindrops, the points one where it literally just gives you points, double points one, you know, all the crazy ones, Perkaholic, all that stuff for the early rounds, and then you just switch to another one with like 1 Perkaholic just in case or whatever, and then just all your other ones that you'd normally do. That's really good, dude. I wonder, you'll probably have to pay for it, like in round with points or something. You'll probably have to pay like 2,000 points or something.
Super
That's what I would
customizable inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. Let's quickly talk about enemies. Inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies, we have something called evolving enemies. Some enemies are infected with what's known as an organism. And when you kill a zombie that has that specific organism, it may spawn a vermin, which is like a spider, arachnid.
Yeah, that thing we were looking at.
Creepy, and it's
weird
got
spider.
like a zombie's head as part of its body. Also, a very cool side feature that Treyarch added to this game
Face
is for
huggers.
anyone that's got arachnophobia. Don't worry, you can still play Black Ops 6 Zombies. There is a setting setting to actually turn off the look of this spider.
Pussy.
I have no idea what it will look like if you turn this off, but hey, there's a feature there for you if you've got arachnophobia. If you do not kill this spider in time,
Bro, it's a little spider. How do you have arachnophobia? Like, I don't have arachnophobia because they're just little spiders. Like, dude, if I saw a 10-foot spider, I got arachnophobia because that's just fucking scary. But like, they're like this little tiny. And if you put arachnophobia on in a game,
evolve again. Like I said, evolving enemies are a big part of Black Ops 6. The spider can then evolve into a flying bug parasite enemy that we've seen before in, let's say, Black Ops 3 Zombies Shadows of Evil. It's also noted that these parasite enemies can spawn in just randomly anyway. I saw them a lot while I was playing. There are also going to be other enemies that can evolve as well past these two, but I think they're keeping them secret for now. So let's talk about the wonder weapon.
What?
The wonder weapon of the map is called the Bean Smasher. The Bean Smasher is
yo, I want to look at those weapons quick. Hold on.
Shadows of Evil. It's also noted that these parasite enemies can spawn in just randomly anyway. I saw them a lot while I was playing.
Yeah.
There are also going to be other enemies that can evolve as well past these two, but I think they're keeping them secret for now.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the one.
That's like a Mauer or a T9, I think it was called in like World at War. Oh shit. Hold on, I'm gonna have to change something quick. Hold on.
While I was playing.
Okay, let's see what we can see. I'm just gonna slow it because I can't figure it out right now, so I'm just gonna do this. Here.
Can evolve
Whoa.
as well past these two, but I think they're keeping them secret for now.
Okay.
So let's talk about the one.
The pistol. That looks like a Galil or something.
What?
Sniper. That's like the L19A1 or something. Whatever it is. Browning. I think that was M16 or no. That's a USAS. A Dragunov. That weird AK-47 USMG. An M16. The pistol again. The Galil, I think. Type gun. That sniper, the pistol. That's the USAS again. Okay, there's only like 4 weapons. All right, there's the beam smasher or beam smasher. Okay.
The Bean Smasher is obviously from the mystery box, and it has 2 functions. It can fire a powerful energy beam that can penetrate through enemies and do a bunch of damage, and its second function is that it emits sonic waves that slow down enemies and make them more vulnerable to damage. So it's a really good co-op weapon. You can have one person doing the sonic waves,
and it lasts a little while, so it's just good for solo anyways.
The player just destroying them with a normal weapon now that they're weaker. But if you're obviously playing solo, you can then just switch back to the primary function of the Bean Smasher and destroy those damaged zombies as well. There is also an extra ability with this Bean Smasher wonder weapon, is when you've used all the ammo from the clip itself, when the weapon goes to reload, it will emit a giant blast of energy. It will stun all the enemies surrounding it and knock them down to
I heard that.
Also,
I never saw what it looked like though.
Talking about the ray gun. The ray gun is back, and Treyarch claimed that it's
Mangler cannon.
A few cosmetic changes and a few new cool animations added to it as well.
Oh, cool.
Black Ops 6 Zombies, we have a new support.
I haven't heard that before.
It's called Mutant Injection. This thing is bananas. Treyarch thought how sad it was the amount of times that they died to heavy zombies throughout the years, so they realized that it's now our time to be the heavy zombie. So we can now inject ourselves with this mutant injection and turn ourselves into a mangler. Obviously, this is very limited in terms of time that you can be a mangler for, but once you're a mangler, you can beat up zombies, melee them, shoot them with the mangler arm cannon. Also, a bit of a side note here, we can use the mangler arm cannon inside of game without doing this, just by killing the
That's
mangler
crazy.
who drops his arm, which is very, very cool. But how sick is this mutant injection? So let's talk about main quest,
That's crazy,
baby. Yeah,
that's
dude,
cool.
just like all of the Zombies iterations, pretty much Black Ops 6 Zombies has got main quests coming back, both on Terminus and also Liberty Falls. Treyarch said that they've been trying to tackle the problem between the separation between hardcore players and new players for years. So with Black Ops 6 and the main quest with Terminus and also Liberty Falls, and with the DLC going forward, they wanted to only do the hand-holding building stuff up until Pack-a-Punch. After Pack-a-Punch, every single thing is then hidden, just like the older zombie titles before Cold War. The main quest has to be figured out by the community, and once it has been fully figured out and completed, a few weeks after that, we will then have a brand new mode added to Black Ops 6 Zombies,
the guided.
which is called Guided Mode. Guided Mode will allow that new player to then jump straight into the game and be guided all the way through the Easter egg and the boss fight, with it capping out around 15.
Well, yeah, okay, I guess it makes sense. The best addition, well, he'll probably get to it in a minute, but this is one of the best additions that they're gonna add into the new zombies. For new people, because I know a lot of people who they got to like round 4 in zombies, and that's as far as they would get because they just fucking sucked. But if you could be guided step by step and like told what to do, and you can actually like have a purpose while you're playing zombies, because a lot of people just like playing zombies to shoot the fucking zombies. But if you can have a purpose to work towards and like slowly get further and further and further, you can see your progression. Even if you don't get it every time, you play the guided mode and you fucking fail like round 2 or 3 or 4, whatever it is, you still can work better. It's like, oh, I've only gotten to round 2, and then you get to round 2 fucking 80 times, and then you get to fucking round whatever, and then you get to round 4. Like, I think it's a pretty good addition. It's actually really good.
Will be rewards given to people that complete the main quest. One of the things that I was told about was an actual wonder weapons.
Bro, he's just in the water chilling.
Skin, so you can literally pimp out your wonder weapons in game, and all of the rewards.
Sorry, what did you just say?
It's given to people that complete the main quest. One of the things that I was told about was an actual wonder weapons skin, so you can actually pimp out your wonder weapons in game, and all of the rewards that you get are based around the map itself.
That is cool. I haven't heard that before. That's cool. There's actually other camos dedicated to the zombies for Easter eggs and stuff like that you can, probably for the Easter eggs, that you can put on your wonder weapons. That's crazy. I'm probably gonna be addicted to zombies. Not even gonna lie.
So if you unlock the Terminus main Easter egg quest, your calling card, the skin for the wonder weapon, they'll all be Terminus themed.
Yeah, okay, yeah. He just said that, yeah, okay.
Guided mode completion as well. But when I was talking to the devs, I explained that we, as a community, we want to unlock everything inside of the game. We want to 100% it. But honestly, after a map has been out for a few weeks and we've beaten that Easter egg a few times, why would we want to go through a guided quest just to get the rewards for 100% unlockables? They said I had a really good point, so I would assume that on launch, everything that can be unlocked will be unlocked via the main normal quest, and guided quest will just get a few things that you get from standard. There'll also be a special calling card given to every
That actually makes sense. That's really fucking smart. CodeNamePizza, really smart that he suggested that or like brought that up, because yeah, like especially if you go back and watch the Horizon Rock attempts. I attempted that 3 or 4 times, plus I attempted Zetsubo, and it just kept failing over, like, the quest wouldn't work or some weird shit would happen, and it's like, I barely even want to do the Easter egg attempt myself multiple times, let alone do it, go through all the pain, fucking this and that, do the Easter egg, and then have to go back through it and be guided through it like a fucking puppy dog. Like, it's just not something that people want to do.
Finishes the main Easter egg quest before the guided quest feature releases, and that applies for every single DLC map as well. Once the guided mode is out for that specific map,
hey, look, there's little dudes up there.
Unlockable, so you've got to be really fast.
That's so cool.
Treyarch said that idea for this game mode was to introduce new players to actually get into zombies, get the feeling for it, and then they'll feel like they're good enough players for the next DLC to just do the normal standard quest like the rest of the community. It's
that's another point too. Yeah, like, once you do the guided quest, you feel like, oh, like, dude, I can, like, play zombies now. Like, I'll just play the normal one. Like, I don't need to do guided all the time. I'll just play normal, see how I do, and then whatever, and then you get better and better and better and better. It's good.
Really good idea, and it's very...
I remember I used to do that when I was, like, really, really, really little, and I was first starting into COD. I fucking sucked, obviously. But what I would do, and a lot of people didn't, they just play COD over and over again. And then they get frustrated and leave or whatever, get yelled at their mom, and then they have to get off. I would play against bots and I would slowly make them harder and harder and add more and more and more. And I got better and better and better without really feeling like pressured, because I knew it was just bots. I knew it didn't really matter, but I did it over and over again, where I got so good that when I went into normal multiplayer, I did good, never got mad, and then I could get better and better and better and better and better and better, and then so it's kind of the same thing. I think it's good, yeah.
Good middle ground in terms of making every single player base feel happy on the game. Another thing to note, that on the guided quests, all side Easter eggs and secrets are completely out of the map. You will not be able to activate any of the side quests inside of the map on that guided mode. It's literally just the main quest. Like, they've even locked the trial machines as well. It is only guiding through the main Easter egg
I know, yeah.
Another main quest feature is that we no longer have to leave the game after completing the main quest. Like on Cold War Zombies,
yeah, I've heard this
Easter
too.
egg, you had to exfil out. We no longer have to do that. You can stick around. You can go hunt for side Easter eggs after the main quest. You can go ahead and do high rounds. Whatever you want to do, you are inside of that game after the main quest finishes for as long as you wish to be. Another way that they wanted to make this game slightly more difficult was to remove craftable self-revives after 3 purchases. So on Cold War, we could craft as many self-revives as we want. This is both for solo and co-op as well. On Black Ops 6 Zombies, there's only 3 per person per game.
Makes sense, but
there may be a few secrets hidden away for high round players. They also claim that in terms of high round, it'll be the hardest to reach round 100 this time around. They said they've implemented things into this game that will ease in as the higher rounds go on. That will be more of a challenge to the player. Interesting. I'm excited to see some round 100s. Treyarch also went on to say that they think that
it's gonna be easy because somebody's gonna find an OP spot, and it's just, yeah, unless they add like actual physical mechanics where if you don't do this certain thing, then the game's gonna end, or a portion of the map, or well, not even, like the game's gonna end. That's the only thing I could think of. Like, people are just gonna find a broken spot. It's happened with every map.
Easter eggs and main quests inside of Black Ops 6 should be able to be completed at both solo and co-op. There are no specific co-op Easter eggs inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. Everything is able to be done as a team or as a solo player. So let's talk about some Black Ops 6 Zombie features that came from Cold War, but they have changed for the better. Door buys inside of this game can now be shared. If a player can't afford a door, they can give half of the amount towards a door, and another player can pay the other half. Therefore, opening the door together, and both players will also be awarded with XP for opening the door as well. They've also managed to simplify the salvage. There's no longer multiple types of salvage inside of the game.
I've heard this.
There is literally just one type of salvage inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. They've also decided to add player-specific salvage as well, so people can no longer run over your salvage and steal it. They're also going to add this as well to ammo drops and armor shards that fall off zombies when you kill them. Making some player-specific, so you will always have ammo and armor available without other people stealing them. Unfortunately, they were not part of the build when we played the game, but that's what Treyarch told us. They also went on to say that Pack-a-Punch no longer has a selection screen. This is something that I love to see inside of Black Ops 6.
I've heard this too. It has no menu, so you just get it right away.
You buy it and you have a Pack-a-Punch weapon. You no longer have a menu. Obviously, that means the ammo mods now need to move. So ammo mods are no longer part of the Pack-a-Punch machine. Ammo mods are available at the arsenal, where you'll be able to buy ammo mods, weapon upgrades, and that's where you'll be able to spend your salvage as well. Now, Treyarch have
so like the other, like the I think it was actually called the Arsenal in Cold War 2. You would upgrade your armor, or like all that stuff there, your armor, your weapon and stuff, so that's where you'll be able to upgrade
another
your
feature
ammo
that
type.
I've been begging for years here, which is just adding more personality to things inside of the game that had none.
This thing, I don't know if anybody's realized this, but this is literally the exact same model they used in World War II Zombies for the boss monster and the end of the Easter egg. It's like essentially the same thing, just scaled down. Maybe changed a little bit, but it's basically the same thing. It's fucking terrifying.
On inside of Cold War. So they decided with the arsenal.
Ew, it's got like a mouth in the middle, like, ugh.
So apparently this arsenal will talk to you like a drill instructor, saying stuff like, hey, get over here. Your weapon is lacking in rarity. Upgrade. I don't know what it says.
Okay, cool.
Along those lines.
Right.
Also, armor upgrades are not part of the arsenal.
Yeah.
Armor upgrades are now part of the wall buy system. You buy armor off the walls. There's 3 different types of armor rarity located on the walls around the map. Once you've bought it, you've bought it. And you buy this with points or essence inside.
They should just have... If they did the wall buy system, I don't know why they wouldn't just put it all in one instead of taking up multiple spots, because then they could have added more weapons. They should have just had like a wall buy armor upgrade, so you go up, buy it, and buy it, and then you'd be maxed.
Out of the game and not with
Not
salvage.
go to this one,
Very
go to
cool,
that one,
right?
go to that
Another
one.
one that I wanted to talk about real quick is your field upgrade. We can change our field upgrade inside of the game. We could technically do this on Cold War, but it was kind of a bug, I think. But they've made it 100% real mid-game. Change of your field upgrade.
Oh yeah,
inside of
I
Black
remember.
Ops 6 Zombies. Let's talk about weapon customization, people. Something that we very much lacked inside of Cold War. So believe it or not, we actually have
Kinda,
full
not really.
weapon customization throughout the entire Black Ops 6 Zombies experience.
I thought you could Oh no, I don't think you could customize the actual weapons. You could only put camos on them. No, you could customize weapons. I remember that 100%.
Experience. All weapons in the game can be personalized with attachments, camos, stickers, charms, very, very similar to the Black Ops 3 weapon kits. In fact, Treyarch said they were incredibly inspired by the Black Ops 3 weapon kits, where you can build your own weapon out of game, and when you get into game, you'll have that exact build with camo attachments, charms, and stickers from either the mystery box or the war buy. Every single weapon in the mystery box.
I think I know what he's talking about. Like, you can customize. The level of customization in Cold War was only your 2 weapons, like only the weapons that you brought in. It wasn't every single weapon. So if you made a kit for a weapon, it wouldn't go into the game. You could only spawn in with it. So I think that's what he's kind of saying, which I totally agree, and I get that too. Yeah. Oh shit.
Zombies experience. All weapons in the game can be personalized with attachments, camos, stickers, charms, very, very similar to the Black Ops 3 weapon kits. In fact, Treyarch said, and when you get into game, buy every single weapon in the mystery box and war buy will be tailored to your preferences. And just like in Cold War, you can spawn in with any weapon that you want. This weapon will of course have a camo, attachment, sticker, or charm on that you wish as well. And another feature is if you get a specific weapon from the mystery box or from a war buy that you don't currently have unlocked in game because you're not a high enough rank yet, you will earn XP for that weapon.
Cool.
That weapon level will go up. Okay, let's talk about this massive quality of life feature inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. Save and quit.
Yes, here it is.
We're going to be able to save our games inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. Treyarch say
This
that
is
they
the
know
best.
that high rounds can last an insane amount of time, so you can still solo pause zombie games if you wish, just to go to the bathroom or eat your dinner or whatever you want to do. But if you want to go to school, or you have to go to work, or you want to have a few days off zombies, feel free. As long as you are 100% health inside of the game and not surrounded by zombies, you can save the game and roll it back up.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want. This means that it will save your quest progress. It will save your pack-a-punch rarity. It will save your armor, your weapon rarity. Basically anything that you have in game, any gobblegum that you have active in game, anything that you have currently in the game, even if you're right before the boss fight, you can save and then load back in at a future date. Another incredible feature that they've added to this save and quit is where Treyarch will literally save the game for you if you disconnect. At the start of every single new zombies round, the game will save, and it will do an automatic save for you that if, let's say, you're on round 20 and you disconnect on round 20, when you boot the game back up again, there'll be an automatic save at the start of round 20 for you. What an incredible feature. But it doesn't stop there. You'll only have one of these slots available, so you won't be able to have a ridiculous amount of slots and take advantage of this feature, and you'll be able to do this on every map on Black Ops 6 Zombies. Just incredible. Okay, let's talk about cross progression real quick. Cross progression will go across the entire game. So zombies. Yeah.
I've heard this.
We know that we've got classic prestige inside of the game, which means we've got 10 prestiges, and then when you get to prestige 10, you've got 1,000 levels of prestige master to do. You can rank this up in multiplayer or inside of zombies. This also includes weapon progression. Weapon progression where you unlock attachments and camos. They will be through zombies and multiplayer as well, even though you will have camos that are unique just to zombies and unique just to multiplayer.
Okay, that's what I was waiting for.
Inside of this game as well. Another great feature that I forgot to mention before.
Well, what was that? A black one.
Inside of this game as well. Another great.
Oh, it's green. It's because of the lighting. It's anywhere but here.
Feature that I
Cool.
forgot to mention before is that we'll have daily challenges on zombies from day one, which means we'll have stuff to go for outside of main quests
Cool.
and side
Yeah,
quests literally on
Sure.
day one of launch. So guess
Oh,
what?
another one.
Intel is back in zombies. Cold War was absolutely flooded with intel, and Black Ops 6
yeah.
zombies will be as well, but
Cool,
not to the extent
sure.
of Cold War. Treyarch said with intel inside of Black Ops 6 zombies, they wanted to tailor it to show, not tell. So basically, anything that you need to know, you will see via Easter eggs. You will see via cutscenes. You will see via characters talk.
Because I didn't like that with Cold War. You had to know so much of the intel logs and all the. It's so annoying. Like I wanna be able to just listen to the audio of the round and be like, oh, this guy, we need to do this and do this and do that. Like, you know, like and like when the cutscenes happen, I don't just want to be like, who the fuck is this random dude? Where did he come from? Like, I want to be able to know these things.
For little bits of lore about enemies inside of the map, or maybe little secrets that you might want to know about specific things in the map, like why is there a shipwreck on Terminus? Why is this enemy the way it is? There will be intel scattered around the map for you to learn the backstory of those characters.
Okay,
it seems like a very good tailored intel system for this game. Also, Dark Ops challenges. They are back inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies, and 100% completion will be available day one on launch for completing every single calling card, camo, challenge inside the whole of Black Ops.
Dark Ops was the best challenge scheme. Just doing those like super hidden 100% challenges. They were like super hard to do, but it was so rewarding once you got them all. And the calling cards were insane, dude. Insane.
Ops 6. Okay, another big one that we're going to talk about right now. This is going to be called augments. So augments are basically what we had inside of Cold War zombies, where you would be using your Ethereum crystals to upgrade specific things.
Oh, yeah. The augments,
inside of Black Ops 6, it works differently. You use augments to upgrade perks, ammo mods, and field upgrades, but you'll have a choice of 3 major augments or 3 minor augments per each item. This is going to get confusing, but try and stick with me. Major augments include big effects things. Let's say, for example, you have the energy mine field upgrade that you would normally place on the ground and it blows up. But you could place on a major augment that might turn this into a scatter mine, where it spreads apart the blast. Or you can place it on to where you might have 3 mines that are floating around you and protecting you, similar to Dead Ops Arcade. Another upgrade that you might be able to get is a turret, and this will shoot things that come past.
It would be cool if like the mine has like an implosion one where it sucks it all in really quick. Everyone, boom. That would be really cool.
Let's say, for example, some minor things that you might be able to do that are a little bit less crazy would be, for example, to allow a trap to last longer, or it might be quicker to activate your ammo mod, or quicker to fill your field upgrade. But you can only pick 1 major and 1 minor of these augments per game. And believe it or not, on launch, there's going to be over 100 different playable augments to the game. Just think about this. 100 different things that can feature on your setup alongside 20 plus gobblegums that could all activate at the same time.
100 augments on field upgrades, ammo types, and perks. So let's say it's evenly split. It's about 33 per, which is probably not evenly split. But that's just, like, those augments are just for the perks and all that. Plus you have the gobblegums on top of that. Damn, this is gonna be crazy. And plus all the mangler shit and the mutagen shit, like, crazy.
Genuinely, this is the most customizable zombies ever. You'll be able to do some crazy things inside of this map, and I cannot wait for Mythbusting Mondays. So how do you unlock
it's gonna be crazy.
Well, the augment research. Treyarch wanted to create something really simple and understandable, but also still have meaning to it. So they wanted a simple system where you could set up what you wanted to level up before you went into the game. There's no more Ethereum crystals like on Cold War to level stuff up. Before you
I think I've heard something like this.
You can, let's say, select Juggernaut as the thing that you want to specifically level up in that game. Then when you go in and play zombies, you'll unlock different abilities for Juggernaut. The same goes for all perks, ammo mods, and field upgrades.
Good system.
That's an insane amount of information. Let's go on to something really light right here. Third-person mode. Third-person mode is coming back to Black Ops 6
That's going to be crazy, too.
It's the first time that we ever get to see
third-person mode?
Black Ops Zombies title. Apparently, Treyarch loved the way that third-person ran inside of Modern Warfare Zombies. They thought it'd be a cool way to bring it back so you can actually see see the omni movement system of Black Ops 6 Zombies in
Yeah.
third person.
That'd
Let's
be pretty
talk
cool,
about
yeah.
HUD presets, baby. So the HUD is always something that's really
Oh, yeah,
controversial
HUD
in
I
every
thought you said
Zombies game.
horde
I think the first time anyone
presets.
really complained about a HUD was probably inside of Black Ops 4, and then we got it in Cold War again. But Treyarch have been
Yeah.
the GOATs once more. So you can actually change your HUD depending on your style of play and where you want things
So
to be
cool.
placed on the screen. That includes your ammo, it includes your perks. So for example, if you like Cold War and you want your perks to be in the center of the screen, you can have your HUD to look like that. You just have to select the Cold War HUD. If you prefer your
Nice.
perks being over the left-hand side of the screen, similar to Black Ops 3 Zombies, then you can just pick the Black Ops 3 HUD. Or if you don't want any HUD at all, you can turn the HUD off. A lot of things
Yeah.
are toggable on and toggable off inside of the HUD as well. So if you don't want to have hit markers or you do want hit markers, you can apply those. Health bars, you can either take them off or add them on. Minimap, add them on, take them off. Whatever you want to be able to see on the screen, you can see on the screen. And basically, there's a ridiculous amount of settings to see where you want stuff. There's even a streamer mode that gives way more space for your face cam. Treyarch have really nailed it with this in my opinion.
Apparently with that streamer mode, there's like a dedicated spot for a face cam, which is pretty crazy.
They also said another thing that you can actually do is toggle off the Pack-a-Punch machine camo. Now, yes, we could do this by meleeing the Pack-a-Punch machine, but they said if you don't want to do that every single time, you can just turn it off. So if you've got the mastery camo and you want that for the entire game, you go on Pack-a-Punch, it'll just keep your mastery camo. Simple as that. Should we talk about mastery camos? Let's talk about mastery camos real quick.
Oh,
so
shit.
Zombies only camos obviously are inside of the game, and Zombies does have a mastery camo, and so does multiplayer. I spoke to multiple Treyarch employees that said they've worked on every single mastery camo since the early days of mastery camos, and they are all confident that Black Ops 6's mastery camos across the whole game are the best we have ever seen. Let's talk about another incredible feature. You can join a friend's game at any single time in Black Ops 6 Zombies, even if you were never in that game. If you need to leave a friend's game, don't worry. Leave it, jump back in whenever you want. If you've never been in that game and your buddy's just playing some zombies, he's been playing for a few hours, he's now on round 30, feel free to jump in and give him a hand. You can join that round 30 game that you have never been in. Pretty interesting, man. You can have people getting all the way to the boss fight and then getting someone in just to get them the rewards of the Easter egg. Kind of like the feature. I feel like it's going to be really great. The amount of times back in the day that I'd have 3 friends in the middle of an Easter egg quest and I just had to sit there in an Xbox Live party and just talk to them because I couldn't join. But now that won't happen.
I didn't have a lot of friends. We were always doing it together, so
help them out. Obviously, this week we have seen the brand new perk Melee Macchiato. Let's talk about that very, very quickly. The Melee Enhancement perk gives you a really strong punch attack. If you use your dedicated melee attack, which is new to Zombies, but obviously we've seen this before in previous Call of Duty titles, it will be even crazier as well. Obviously, in previous titles, you would switch to a more dedicated melee weapon, but inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies, they thought that would be really weird to do. So just the melee attack is just mental instead. Let's talk about the new ammo mod. So we have a brand new ammo mod inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies as well called Shadow Rift. This is a crowd controlling ammo mod, and it deals shadow damage. Shadow damage is a brand new elemental damage type inside of Black Ops 6 as well. An elemental damage type basically means that specific zombies take more damage from specific damage types. It's something that us as players are going to have to figure out at launch. Let's say, for example, there's a certain ammo type that deals more damage to a mangler or deals more damage to the vermin. That's for us to figure out. And as the seasons go along and we get new enemies added, that's up to us. But also with Shadow Rift, there is a brand new effect that can occur when zombies can randomly teleport. Some of the augments inside of the game can actually affect Shadow Rift as well. So let's say, for example, when zombies get teleported, they might teleport and fall straight to the ground and instantly explode. It's really, really cool. Let's talk about our brand new field upgrade inside of the game, which I did play with. I believe I'm the only person that went to this event that actually played with this because I changed it inside of my menu. And this is called the Dark Flare. This also deals shadow damage, and the Dark Flare is a pure damage field upgrade. When you activate it, it will activate a beam and melt all zombies in front of you. You can also concentrate it on a very specific big enemy. In my game, I concentrated on the Mangler, and it was really powerful. One version of this field upgrade can also heal players as well. So similar to the staff inside of Black Ops 4 Zombies.
Yo, that was like the fucking, the karate moves in what was it,
and
IW.
a human, it will revive them. There's also an argument for this as well, which is instead of firing an energy beam, it will dispense a giant energy ball that moves around, killing all the zombies around you for a limited amount of time. In terms of the maps themselves, Treyarch took a lot of feedback from Cold War and wanted to go inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies with the idea of creating all unique and cool looking maps. So like in Cold War, we did see multiplayer elements added to these maps. We are not going to get that. Every single Zombies map is unique and a fun new experience.
Thank
the
you.
maps are also designed to take full advantage of the Omni Movement function inside of Black Ops 6. You know, I barely used Omni Movement when I was playing, and I played absolutely fine. So it's not like you have to use it. It's just a map that if you use the Omni Movement, I guess it plays cool, I guess. I don't know. Terminus is also the very first time in round-based zombies that we actually have an operational vehicle inside of the map. In the form of a tactical raft.
The boat? Okay.
On command via 2 places on the map.
You actually drive it?
Swim from island to island or shipwreck to island, whatever you want, but there is a lot of danger inside of that water. So
that's actually really cool.
Is a lot better. And let me tell you that there's a Kraken, you've probably seen the gameplay already on screen, inside of the water, and he makes it very, very difficult to be inside of there. So you don't want to be in the water for too long. Treyarch also wanted to make sure that the map feels alive. So there's lots of different random events that can happen inside of the Zombies game. This is called Living World Events. Basically, you could open a door, walk forward, and you'll see 2 zombies eating a warden. Or you might open a door and you'll see a zombie having a fight with a warden. Or having a boxing match. This is completely random. There's so many of these available, so there'll be a lot that you can discuss with your friends that your friends might have seen a specific thing that you've not seen, or vice versa.
That's absolutely cool. Really cool.
Completely random, and you never know when they're going to activate, when you're going to see them, when you're not.
Those are all the same weapons we've seen,
intervene. It's just a cool thing that's inside of Zombies now. We have 2 new traps inside of Terminus as well. The first new trap that we have inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies is called the Tentacle Trap. It's a classic door trap that's similar to, like, let's say the electric traps in Zombies or the saw trap from Mob of the Dead. Once you activate
is it the other one's the anti-cannon or anti-grav cannon?
And it will
I assume
grab zombies, bringing them up and ripping them apart. The player can get damaged by this trap, but you can choose to either slide or flop under this to avoid getting hurt. Yes, that's right, you heard me, sliding. There is an argument for PhD flopper that allows you to slide and turn it into PhD slide.
Cool.
The player can also get stuck inside of the trap via the tentacle arms. If you want to get out, you've got to melee through the arms or shoot through the arms. And if you're in a co-op game, other players can help you out and you can help other players to break free as well. There's another trap inside of the map as well called the Void Cannon. It's pretty spectacular, and you will have seen the gameplay happen in front of you right now.
Dude, it'd be funny if, like, the tentacle trap is part of an Easter egg where you have to get yourself trapped in the tentacle trap for a little while. That'd be hilarious.
And it's a giant cannon that fires incredibly powerful laser beams out of it. And these lasers are so powerful that they spawn a portal above them, so
damn, that nade's strong.
Up into it. The funny thing is, you can go through the portal as a player as well and be teleported to just a random location inside of the map. It's a very, very cool trap. Let's talk about weapon rarity. Weapon rarity is back inside of Zombies. When I was playing, it felt a lot better than Cold War, and it felt like it was tailored a lot easier to the specific rounds.
I like that.
Instead of it just being completely random and making other weapons and other mystery boxes completely useless. I used a lot of war buys, I used a mystery box load, and it never felt like I was underpowered while I was playing. And I think we'll finish on power. So power for the map. Is it a traditional power system? No, it's not. There are 3 generators inside of the map that you have to power up to get power access to the map before you make your way into the main room of the map.
Probably where Pap is.
An incredible amount of information to take in, and if you are still here, I massively, massively appreciate you. It has been an absolute honor to be sent out to Treyarch to cover this for you, and to have the privilege of playing Black Ops 6 Zombies. Let me tell you this, there's been a lot of years with Zombies where I have felt unsure about how things are gonna go, but I am pretty certain that Black Ops 6 Zombies is gonna be absolutely huge. I absolutely loved my time playing this game, and I cannot wait to play again. But there you go, that third person running.
I think it's going to be absolutely insane. I think this game, is, at least with what they've been saying, is shaping up to be the biggest, best, most well-built, most, like, defined, most fun and just engaging Zombies experience that we've had so far. I'm beyond fucking excited.